Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your girl, Sherelle. I'm the host of Let's Talk the Show, and this ain't a podcast. I want to thank y'all for tuning in this Tuesday like you do every Tuesday. I got a great show in store for you. But before I go any further, make sure you click that button in your lower right corner and share this live with 3 friends you think will love the conversation. I'm going to go ahead and share it really quick. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. But let's get into it. Okay. So let's do it. Hey, let's do it. Okay. So we're right into it. Before I go any further, I got to give you something I'm grateful for. Um, I want to say that. Today. Um, I want to say I know. I'm sorry, I went blank for a second. I want to say that today I'm grateful to be able to be in a space in my faith where I kind of don't. Um, where I don't kind of get too. I'm grateful to be in a space where I don't get too shook up about things that happen that inconvenience me. Okay, when I'm already in inconvenience position. And so something happened earlier today, and is as nerve wracking as it is, as anxious as I could be, would have every right to be, as upset as I could be, I'm not. Okay, because I know that everything gonna be good. So I'm not tripping about it. So that's what I like to say. Like, shit could be crazy. It's already a crazy situation as is, but I'm okay. And that's good. And I'm happy to be that rooted in my faith, right? So I'm happy about that. But let's get into it. So I turned 30. I turned 30 2 weeks exactly. I turned 30 exactly 2 weeks ago. A week ago? No, was that a week ago? 7. Yeah, 28, 29, 30, first, second, third, fourth, the first weekend. Yeah, I turned 30 a week ago. I lied. I turned 30 a week ago, you guys, and I feel good. Um, I feel like I feel like there's a meme going around that says you're reaching a point where everybody starts to give up on their dreams, and I think that's very true. I think a lot of people are really analyzing their life at 30, like, what does it look like? Am I going to be doing this forever? Some people are scared, and I think that's fair. For me, at 30, I'm like, either you gonna do it or you not. Um, I feel like maybe I was indecisive, but I feel like turning 30 is just like either you do it or you don't. And either way it go, you need to shut the fuck up and get it done. So that's my vibe. That's how I feel. Um, and that was my perspective when I got up and did the show because I really didn't feel like it. But the reality is nobody gives a fuck. Either you gonna do it or you ain't. Either way it go, you need to shut the fuck up because nobody cares, right? So that's how I feel. Turning 30, I feel like I feel an overwhelming sense of nobody's coming to save you. Um, Either you do it or you don't. Who just shut the fuck up. That's kind of how I've been feeling. Um, so yeah, so yeah, I've been feeling. That's like how I feel turning 30. I also feel really I feel really kind of. I feel like people have really been finding me a source of of good advice. I think people have always found me with good advice. No fire, no lie, because my advice is heat, always top tier. But just like other people, random people have been finding me as a good source of advice, and I like it. It's interesting, and yeah, that's a random thing that's been happening to me a lot lately. Just random small. I like to think I do a lot of random small good deeds, and so a lot of random small good deeds have been happening to me, and so I like that. Um, and so that's kind of like a thing that's been happening like very often since I've turned 30, and that's cool. I'm a vibe. I like it. Um, So yeah, I kind of think that like 30 is just I feel like my motto for 30 is definitely either you do it or you don't. Either way, shut the fuck up. That's like about that's on par for what I'm feeling. Um, yeah, yeah, that's my vibe. So 30 feels fun. I don't have any aches, any pains. I see you in here. What did you think when you first turned 30? If you just turned 30, what did you think when you first turned 30? Um, I don't like how everybody was creating this fear around turning 30. I know 30 is absolutely a huge milestone, but there was so much, I'm scared to turn 30. Does it hurt? And even though, some people were playing, but it was a real thing that people were, becoming scared about. Oh, I don't want to turn 30. I'm nervous. And I don't like that idea. I don't like the concept of, I think I'm using the word wrong, but I think it's called fear mongering. And I don't like the idea of people stirring up fear around turning 30. I don't like that idea. I don't like it, and I don't even I don't feed into that. Oh, everybody's always talking about, oh, you turn 30 and everything starts hurting. I'm not feeding into that because I'm not as active as I would like to be, but I know I'll be stretching and shit. I know I'll be moving. I know I'll be doing little stuff, and it's just like I don't feed into that. I'm not in no aches and no pain. On top of that, there's, the Bible said that there's life and death, in the tongue. So I just think that people should be more careful about speaking those things on themselves. I'm not going to do that. Be very careful about saying, oh, I'm this, I'm aching, and nothing be wrong. I think I found that I have a big habit of saying like I'm tired and I'm not tired, and I have to catch myself doing that sometimes. So yeah, yeah, that's a weird thing that's been going on social media. Oh shit! But I had hopes of it being the best time of my life. When I turned 30, my first thought was, oh shit! But I had hopes of it being the best time of my life. Ta-da! My 30th birthday was a great birthday. I didn't do anything like I wanted to do. And I liked that. Like I didn't want anything grand. I did like earlier in the year. I was like, I think I want to do this, I want to do that. But as time came, I didn't want to. And I'm glad I didn't. I didn't want to fake it. I wanted to feel how I feel, and I wanted to be very authentic about it and not apologetic. And I enjoyed it. By the time my birthday actually came, I didn't do anything on my birthday, because I had enjoyed and felt so much love the weekend before that I didn't need to do anything on my birthday because it was already special in advance. So yeah. So yeah, I think that's how I felt about that. But before I go any further, I definitely want to get into our sponsors. So our sponsors for this episode, well, not this episode, but shout out to our sponsor for this episode, My Place Studio and Carter's Gourmet Popcorn. My Place Studio is a premier content studio located in Wayne, Michigan. If you're ready to get your podcast on, make sure you hit them up so you can record some quality content over with my people at My Place. And if you are a foodie and you love some good popcorn, whether it be some regular classic butter or some caramel popcorn or even a little cheddar, make sure you hit up my people at Carter's Gourmet Popcorn and let them know Let's Talk sent you. So also when you hit up Carter's, make sure you check their page to see if there's any closings or if they are closed for the weekend, just to make sure you get your popcorn on time. All right. But yeah, let's get into hitting almost like my halfway mark for alcohol. So I thought I hit my halfway mark, but I started in January, so it would make July my 6 month mark. And so I think that alcohol is such a big thing. It's infused in everything. It's infused in everything that we do. Let's see this. I don't like this. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me see. It was looking weird. So alcohol is infused in everything we do. And it makes it really hard to go places and kind of enjoy them when you don't have alcohol. Alcohol was not a problem for me. I think at one point it was kind of a problem for me, but it's not anymore. It's not been for quite a long time actually, but it's just weird to go places that's kind of like centered around drinking and not drink. I went out for my birthday and we went to a place and it was like I grabbed a mocktail, which was actually really good. And honestly, it's still like it was very weird having a mocktail because it just looked like it was in an alcohol glass, whatever. It was just weird, but it's kind of I feel like the pressure is on to see how the summer goes, which I'm not really worried about it because I'm just not drinking. But it just feels weird. It feels weird, and I am oddly annoyed that alcohol is infused in everything. Like there's a bookstore that has alcohol. Why do you need to be buzzing and reading? I'm not even Like, why are you buzzed and reading? And why are you sipping wine? Like, I get sipping wine and reading, but like, actively drinking and reading, how are you managing that? And everybody's tolerance is different. So, it could just be me not being able to multitask, I suppose. But I just don't like that. Even when I was drinking, I didn't like that. I didn't like that everywhere you go, there was alcohol there. Everywhere. They're trying to add alcohol at family events. And it's like, bro, some people parents are literally struggling with it and they're getting out to these family places so that they can escape from that, so they can help their family member, and then you bringing it back. I feel like America is just like, let's kill our people. And it's like, who the fuck gonna pay the taxes? They put alcohol everywhere. I feel the same way about alcohol, coffee, and sex. It's all infused everywhere. Everywhere you go is somehow, some way infused in everything. And it's so goddamn annoying. I hate that every piece of kitchen, just about every piece of kitchen wall art or kitchen decor is centered around coffee. Shit that's really not good for you. I've had coffee. I'm not going to act like I haven't. But the point is, it's not good for you. And I hate that they push it on you. Same thing with sex. Everywhere. They have little swimsuits for little girls and they just look too goddamn grown, too sexual. And it's just like, what the fuck? I don't like that. I just don't. I feel the same way about alcohol. I felt the same way about alcohol when I was drinking. I feel even more annoyed by that now. And yeah, so I feel like I'm not the only one that's taking this trip. I've seen a lot of people fasting from alcohol. I don't know if anybody's fasting for a year like I am, but I know a lot of people are. I've seen a lot of people find great alcohol-free substitutes. I wanted to try some of them, but I was a little alarmed because although they said alcohol-free and some of them you actually have to read the fine print, they have under 5% of alcohol in them. And I was like, that's very misleading. And if somebody not like me who's actually actively trying to fight an addiction and they go get this, like, let me just help me get myself off, and they drink that, like, that could set them back. And I think that's misleading, but that's fucking America for you. So yeah, I think my alcohol free journey has been interesting. It's been, honestly, I hate to not try to be arrogant or anything. It's been rather easy, honestly. I still have wine on my wine wall in my kitchen, which is not a big deal. One is actually a souvenir that'll never get drunk anyway. And then the other is just, there for decoration purposes mostly. So it's been rather easy. It's had its moments. I'm like, dang, I want to drink. I let it have a drink now. I see a lot of places when I'm saving places on Instagram that I want to go visit I'm like, oh, that looks so good. And I'm like, damn. I remember for like the first 2-3 months of actually not drinking, people was like, oh, let's go out and get a drink. I'm like, yeah. And then I'll be like, wait a second, I can't even drink. And they're like, what? My friends gave me hell about it. One of my friends just actually asked me, just like kind of commended me on having integrity about sticking to my fast, because nobody would know if I drank. It was just between me and God and whoever else saw me, But I want to do right by it. I want to do right by it. And honestly, I know this is something that God wanted me to do. And if I break this, I ain't gonna cap. I'm scared as fuck of what the consequences might be, because with God, it could be anything. And who knows how long it could last. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put my little year in the bucket come January 8th of next year. And then I'll let y'all know what blessing I get. I fasted last year or 2 years ago. Was that a year? Yeah, I fasted 2 years ago for a year, and I got something beautiful at the end. I'm not expecting something beautiful at the end of this fast, but I don't doubt that I will get something really beautiful at the end of it. Cause that's just what me and God be talking about when we talk. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I don't have any goals, honestly. It's just in my fashion to just do this and not have planned it out. But I don't know what I expect to gain at the end of this fast. I don't have anything in mind, as much as all I want to do was be dedicated and committed to something for God that I did with God, that I talked about God with for a year. Outside of just being committed, having integrity, and doing it because I know He asked me to and because I told Him I'd do it. Outside of that, I have absolutely nothing else to gain by giving up alcohol. I lied. The only other thing I have to gain is it not impacting me having anxiety. Outside of that and God, like, that's it. That's all I have. I'm not expecting to be a more disciplined person and da 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 da. I don't. It's just, being consistent and intentional and honoring what me and God talked about and helping to reduce my anxiety. That's it. So we'll see at the end how this goes. I don't really know what to expect. I don't have much expectations. And honestly, I don't know if after the year's up that I will drink any more than I would have drank in this year, quite frankly. Uh, but we shall see, though. We shall see. So I guess that's what we're gonna do, y'all. But yeah, so that's all I got for you guys tonight. I appreciate y'all tuning in, chopping it up with me. I've been seeing a couple things going on throughout the city. So I expect to see me at some events. I think I got a couple things lined up or in the works at least. So we'll see. We'll see. I ain't gonna talk about it until the ink dries, but I got a couple things up my sleeve that I want to be doing. So a couple places I'll be hitting up this summer. Let's talk though, not on behalf of Sherelle, for Let's Talk. So yeah, I got it. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. I see you guys joining in. If you can, drop something in the comment section that you're grateful for. I'm gonna go out the same way I came in to give you something I'm grateful for. I would like to say that today. I like to say that today I'm grateful for pushing through, doing it even when you don't feel like it, and understanding that consistency is not 100% every day. Some being consistent. Oh, this is what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for being able to push through and do it even when I don't feel like doing it. Understanding now, because I used to think that consistency meant 100% every single day, and it does not mean that. It means doing the best that you can do for that day every day. And understanding that consistency is not spontaneous. Consistency is intentional. So that means even if I can't manually post, it means being consistent enough to know that I need to schedule my posts and I need to do XYZ in advance to keep me on track. It means being intentional. It means being responsible about what it is I'm supposed to be doing. So yeah, that's what I'm grateful for. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I think that's it. My name is Sherelle, y'all. I'm the host of Let's Talk the Show. This ain't a podcast. I will see y'all next Tuesday. Make sure you guys follow us. If you guys have not subscribed to our YouTube, I know I'm supposed to go. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube, make sure you click the link in our bio and subscribe. We are trying to reach, I think, 80 followers. I think I'm like 2 followers shy. So if y'all can help get us to 80 followers, I will greatly appreciate it. Just click the link in the bio and subscribe, and like go comment on the video. Okay, skim through with something and leave a comment. Let me know you was there so I can be like, okay, I appreciate the support. So go do that for me. Click that link in our bio and subscribe. Yeah, and I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Stay grateful, be grateful, an attitude of gratitude. Okay, amen, amen. Y'all have a good week.